Welcome everybody to this week's episode of the
Kick Unity Podcast.
And now we will roll that intro.
Whatever you like. You can have whatever you like.
Welcome everyone to the Kick Unity Podcast.
Yes, episode 5.
Wow, we already 5 episodes.
5 episode.
Flies, really. Time really flies.
Yeah, money also fly.
It's okay. For a good cause. Okay, today we have a very...
Every week is special guest.
But we
don't
need to
worry.
find another word for special.
Okay, today we have a very different guest.
Very unique.
Very unique guest.
Yeah.
It's been a while for him to get here. But he's finally here. Tommy is here.
Hello everyone. Sorry I look like perspiring a bit. Just now some of them made me wait.
Sorry, some Malay say janji Melayu.
No, I say I never say anything regarding race.
But we were not late, by the way. We were not late.
Sorry.
I
It's early.
57.
I was here 9. Okay, I was there at 5 minutes.
Okay.
Whatever.
But it feels good to be here finally.
Okay, thank
Nice
you.
setup as well.
Thank you.
Thanks Tommy for being here.
Thank you for inviting me.
We invited you to
The other time I'm so sorry I couldn't make it back.
Then in the end, Sars kena bully do podcast.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think you're definitely one of the more, I would say, requested guests also.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I think it's very important to have you on here because at least to me, you're one of the OGs.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to, streaming sports, sports streams, sports card streams and everything like that. And you are in many ways also the face of Artemis, right? So, and I think one thing I don't know whether you've seen the previous episodes. Literally
Everybody's journey.
started
with
with
Artemis.
Artemis. I mean, mine didn't, but it was part of it also.
Almost. Right? I remember the first few times you bought.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, man. I think before we go there, I think what's very important is that how do you even got started with Artemis? What was that journey like to get there?
I think it was during the time COVID. COVID, then everyone was collecting Pokemon cards. Right? So it was just shortly after COVID, I got exposed to Pokemon cards. Then I started watching Skylights.
Okay.
At the time, they were called Skylights.
Understand.
Then, I started as a viewer. Then I purchased Pokemon. Then I went down to the shop to collect my stuff. Then I realized they have sports cards. And that's where I think, at that point, I thought hey, sports cards, I watch a lot of soccer. I like soccer more than Pokemon, to be honest. That time I collect Pokemon, actually, I don't even
know what you're collecting.
I don't know what I was doing. I don't even...
So do you have hidden
Pokemon
Charizard somewhere?
No, I sold everything.
Okay.
Yeah, I sold all of them. So, then I went into collecting sports cards. Right?
What were the sets that were there? I mean, during that period?
The pink color Prism box, 2021 if I'm not wrong.
Understand.
Okay.
Then got some weird blasters, Mega Balls, Futera, that kind.
Understand.
Right,
Cool.
so I also didn't know what I was buying at the start. I think a lot of people are like that. You just buy. Then it was around that time when the Skylight streamers, they had COVID as well. The whole batch of them.
Okay.
Right. So they asked if I could help to stand in the stream.
Okay.
Oh, that is interesting.
But that time I was army regular.
Okay.
So I told them
Nothing.
a bit sensitive, right?
Cannot
So
show face, right,
I told them I can help 1-2 times, but I cannot make it a
full-time
regular
thing.
thing.
Yeah, that's true.
And I cannot be paid because
Yeah.
I don't know moonlight ma.
Yeah, understand.
Right. So they say okay lah, just help lah, one time because the COVID thing ma.
Yeah.
I said okay lah, I help one time lah. So I helped one time. That time I stream Pokemon because that time even though I told them actually, but I feel like I want to do sports.
Okay.
But their sports were not very established.
Understand.
So they say okay lah, let's do Pokemon.
Okay.
Okay lah, whatever lah, I do Pokemon lah. Then I think maybe they liked it. So they asked if I could be a full-timer for them lah.
Oh, wow.
And that's how I got into streaming.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And how did that shift from Pokemon eventually? Because I think when we know you, you're already Artemis.
Yes.
So how did it transition from Skylights, which is born Pokemon, into Artemis?
So the time, then the Pokemon streamers, they came back. And then by the time I settle my, I leave the army or blah, 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 serve the notice, I had few months has passed already.
Okay.
Right. So when I went back to stream for them, the Pokemon streamer was already streaming. Right. So I told them, actually, then this is a good idea for me to, do Skylight Sports. So that time we were called Skylight Sports. Right.
Okay.
So when we were trying to promote, a lot of people keep telling me, but I can only find a Pokemon page. I can only find a Pokemon page. I
okay.
can only find a Pokemon page.
Understand.
Right. So that's where we thought, okay, we needed another name for this particular sports channel.
Understand.
Right. And I don't know how we came up with Artemis.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It wasn't you?
You weren't
No,
in
no,
the
no,
room
no.
when they decided Artemis.
I wasn't. So they just told me they created a new channel. And I'm like, okay. Then Artemis. Then, okay, sure.
Okay.
To me, the name was not very important at that point of time.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, because to me, the name is just,
A name.
yeah, it's just a name, right? It's just something that you stream on. And I never think so much as to, wow, build a brand, that kind, at that point of time, it's just, I just want to open some packs, man.
Correct.
I just want to
That's
have
true.
some fun, man.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, and then, so we started Artemis. Then we slowly moved out of the Skylight's office also because
Became a separate entity, yeah.
kind of, and they say I was too loud. So the Pokemon side always telling me, hey, can hear you, because the walls are very thin, right? It's too different, right? So we thought, okay, then we'll look for another office. That's how we
Okay.
ended the Ubi, our current office.
Understand.
Yeah. So that's how we all started. Then slowly, I think more and more people started coming in.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So, I mean, the growth, especially at the start, right, was pretty crazy. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you guys were...
Yeah,
I mean,
that growth train was
yeah, so
pretty sick.
I tell people my start has always been with Joel, right? And when he started, he was the one who personally asked me to support and actually look at his stream. But then when I started really getting into it and really kind of liking it, right? Then your name the Artemis name kept coming up. How did you guys build that to the point where almost everyone had its like? Do you kind of remember how that success
That journey
happened?
or
I remember. Okay, so when I started streaming, I was the one-man show. I
Yeah.
was in charge of the Telegram, the marketing, the products,
Yes.
how to price the products, how to pack, all that.
Yeah.
I was in charge of everything.
Understand.
Right. So last time, after every stream, I remember I will always write a note to people. Right. Hey, thank you for your support today.
Nice.
Even though you didn't get anything much, then I will throw in maybe like a few parallel cards.
Yep.
It's nothing big, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like the love
Yeah.
package.
Love package, yeah.
I will say thank you for the support, that kind. So
Correct.
I used to do that like for everyone.
okay.
Then, like maybe 1 month or 2 months after I stream, then I started to realize that I stream for maybe 4 or 5 hours, but it took me like 7 hours to pack. The TikTok
Oh, means
orders or
after
that.
the stream, you still had to pay yourself.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So that's when I realized, hey, like we grew a lot and
Yeah.
it was a bit not feasible for me to go and pack
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah,
right?
exactly.
So I would say at the start we grew very fast because there was no one in the market at that time.
Correct.
Right.
Mm.
And everyone was the feeling is very fresh. Right? Hey, sports cars, what's that, man? I
Yeah.
will try.
Yeah.
One of one autograph, people were feeling like, oh, so fresh. Because at that point it's only Pokemon.
Yep.
So I think we grew very fast at that point, and I think there was a very personalized touch. Like,
Yeah.
Understand?
the people feel like, hey, this is quite a fun thing to do, blah, blah. So I think that contributed to our growth at the start.
Nice.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, after that, I mean, I've always felt that you guys had the best platform.
Yeah.
Right. The platform that you had. I mean, and I enjoyed also at that point in time going, to the offices. Still remember, one of the biggest nights I had when I was part of was when you guys put the Nima.
Yeah, the one of one. Our first super fractor.
Oh, that was your first.
That was
super-
our first super fractor.
and it was pretty cool to be there. I think
Yeah.
the thing I liked about at least that experience was the fact that you guys were also allowed people to come to the
Yeah.
place.
Yes.
Then you guys could actually break together and stuff. I mean, talk a little bit about that because I think one thing that you guys built a lot was community.
Yeah.
Right. Was there something that was really part of your plans or?
Was it just something that just happened? People just keep coming over? Or was
We
it open?
planned for it, but we didn't plan for so many people, right? I didn't know if you guys came like during our peak, when we were streaming, there was like 10, 20 people in the room, So I think it reached a point where
It's not like
it's
too
a bit
much,
unmanageable
Yeah.
because you can hear them on the stream or that. So we moved them to the retail side.
Understand.
Right? So at that point of time, we had no retail also because it was
Yes.
just a streaming
Room.
office.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So we thought, okay, we could make this a retail thing. But of course, retail was not our number one priority.
Agreed.
Right. So we add in some retail stuff, some singles that you can buy. But at the same time, we were always focused on building community. Right. I'll be very honest. Like at the start, when I started this hobby, to me, it's about the same as Pokemon. I can never make money from this hobby.
You
Right.
felt that way.
Yeah, because I open the box or there, blah, blah, blah. I go and see the comms. I can never make money from this hobby. I know.
Correct.
Right. So to me, this is a hobby.
Yeah.
Right. To me, this is something that I'm willing to spend money on.
Yep.
And if I can get good hits, sell for good money, that's a bonus for me, right? But fundamentally, I believe this is like a hobby for me to meet new people, meet new friends, right? And I still believe this way. Like now when I meet people through this hobby, I feel that we always expand and we talk about things that are not related to the hobby.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But
I see.
that's what this is about to me.
yeah, correct.
Yeah, to me, that is what I envision and what I really like about this hobby now.
Understand.
Yep.
I think it's interesting that he said about the name. You said about the name. That's where we watched it.
Yeah.
In my room.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
you think you told me, right? He was the one who
Yeah.
will tell you about it or something. Oh, you know, he was the one who tell you about it. Yeah.
He was the one, he
Yes,
keep
sir, told
showing
you.
me this stream. Like,
Yeah.
I say, watch this one nice.
Yeah, I remember.
And I say, fuck my life, this one gonna die already.
I remember he told me before. Yeah.
Yeah, so we were together in that room for that night. I think I got interested is because of all this.
Yeah.
All the hits and stuff.
Yep.
And then when you decided, how did you come about, like when you got that platform ready, how did you guys decide to even expand it, or did it just happen, or?
At that point of time, we were doing a lot of personals, right? But I always wanted to do a case break.
Case break.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think at that point of time, there were quite a few streamers as well, but they were all doing personals, right? So that time I thought, in order to elevate to the next level, we had to do group break.
Yep.
Group
Right.
breaks, okay?
So we started with one case, I remember, and it didn't fill for quite long. So
Okay.
that was the first
What
humble
product?
pie that I
What
ate.
product
Prism.
was it? Prism.
It was the
EPL
blue
one.
prism.
Oh, okay,
Is
okay.
it blue color prism?
Understand.
Right. So that was the first time that I thought, okay, maybe I'm thinking a bit too much, right? Because I thought, oh, wow, you know, like everyone is happy.
traction and stuff, right, everybody.
Let's try one case break.
Yeah.
And it didn't feel, unfortunately. So at that point of time, I also had to reflect.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe we start a bit smaller
Yeah.
because we need to get the local market like used to this. Because
Yeah,
at the start, for the first time, nobody know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah,
What is
correct.
group break?
Yep,
What do you
yep.
mean I only get this team? Then what about the rest of the cards?
Yes,
What-
exactly.
So we had to build up slowly, explain a lot, blah blah blah. Started with 3 box. Then we slowly progress.
Yeah. So like maybe quarter case, then
Yeah,
half case,
correct,
then
correct.
multiple.
6 box and then 4,
Yeah.
4 6, 8.
Then we slowly do one case. No?
Understand.
So then we also introduced, instead of like pick your team, was random team, that kind of
Ah.
random players.
Yes.
For the high end sets.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's how we level up lah. We
Understand.
slowly progress to the next level
Okay.
and such.
So I mean, at the height, I think it would be safe to say that you guys were easily the biggest, I would say, sports streamer, right? And then but with that being said, also, and I always believe in this. I don't know, when you do something, when you get bigger, and there's gonna be the people that love you,
Yep.
and there's also gonna be the people that the haters are, right?
Yep.
I mean, and I think Artemis, being very honest, has its fair share of both, right? You guys got your supporters, but you also got your detractors
Yes.
in many ways. I mean, what are your thoughts on it, like in general, about I mean, about that part of it, lah? You know, and I'll be very honest. At one point, I was also a hater.
Yep.
You know, but I think we've mended. You know, and we mended that bridge also to a certain extent. And I've been also very vocal into why that happened. But I just wanted your take on it. Yeah.
My honest opinion about the haters are they just hate me for my good looks. Okay, honestly, I think no matter what you do, there's bound to be haters.
Yep.
And especially the more you do, like the bigger you get now.
Yeah.
Right. My point of view is I always ignore it now. Right.
Okay.
At the start, I was very affected. I think those who were close to me, the community members who were close to me, they know that to a certain extent I was very affected.
Okay.
Right. Especially by people that once were, very loyal supporters, friends.
Yep.
Then start to turn on
Yep.
me, turn on Artemis, that kind. So I think I was very affected at a point of time.
Okay.
But Dean, I'm not too, you
Yeah,
should
yeah,
know
yeah,
Dean.
yeah, I know.
Dean told me before, just do what you do, right? Don't have to be very bothered by what people think,
Yep.
right? Because at the end of the day, Dean told me that if like there are people who love you, there are also people who will hate on you,
Yeah.
right?
correct.
So to me is I understand when people tell me, hey, your one very expensive, hey, why your sport so expensive? Other people that kind, like they compare price.
Yeah.
But to me, I always tell them because I have no choice. I have a shop, I have employees, right? I have a company that I have to sustain, right? I cannot really fight with those who do at home or
Agree.
yeah.
Understand.
So but at the same time I can tell them you don't have to buy from me, right? I'm okay. Right.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna feel like fuck this guy is stingy or what. $10 want to make noise. I've never said this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right. To me is if you like it, you can buy. Right. If you don't like it, you can don't buy also.
Yeah.
But I don't think there was a need to go to certain extent and start to flame, blah blah blah. And at that point of time, I think I was seeing myself as Artemis, right? So when people say bad things about Artemis, to me is
You
you're
took
saying
it-
bad things about me. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So I started to
versus
draw the
taking
line.
it on a company level, you took it on a personal level.
Yeah,
It affected
correct,
you personally.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, affected me quite a lot actually.
But I'm very honest with you. Like, I mean, I've spoken to a lot of people about
Yeah.
this. I think the issue has never been you, though. Like, I find like some people would always say like they don't have an issue with Tommy.
Yeah.
Right. It's more of But I told you, I mean, I get that also.
Yeah.
Like that. There is a need for you to cover costs.
Yeah.
I've run businesses. I know how
Yeah.
that is also. But I think like maybe certain things along the lines of like feedback, right?
Yeah.
Were you guys open to feedback? And what was your take on basically some of the feedback that was given?
At that point of time, I was not very much involved in the managing of the company.
Understand?
Yeah.
Right.
Understand.
So when there were feedbacks, normally what my role at that time was, example, you tell me something.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just go and tell the back end, hey,
Understand?
person A said this. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you all sort it out? Thank you. Then I don't follow up. All right. Because at that point of time, my role was a streamer.
Understand?
So I just stream.
You're just
And
the face of the
people,
company.
whenever I see the company, like I stream, I got people say, hey, your thing sucks, man, blah, blah, blah. Your packing sucks. Okay. I'll write down. Then when I end stream, I'll go and tell like the packer or
Understand.
the admin, hey, I got this feedback.
Yeah.
Can you follow up, do better? Thank you.
Understand?
That's about it at that point of time, my role.
Okay.
So, I don't think we were perfect. Like we didn't really follow up on the feedbacks
Yep.
as much as I would want to.
Yep.
But I will also say it's my fault because at that point of time, to me, it's I don't know, I just streamer right, that time. Because I was really very affected at
hands
the
were
time
quite
when I
tight.
was very deep into Artemis.
Understand.
Right? So at that point of time, I was really taking like a step back. Like I wanted to draw the line. It's Tommy. Artemis is
Yes.
Artemis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But at that point of time, you also have to understand that, like example now, if I attack Kick Unity, I say, hey, actually Yas and Baba are nice people, but Kick Unity, you will still feel the pain one. Like,
A bit.
Yeah.
like why?
Yeah.
So it was kind of like the same scenario,
Okay.
right? So yeah, then that time the feedback one is like what I said, I wasn't really proactively following on it as well.
Okay.
And but I knew that there were a lot of like complaints that were going on,
Yeah.
right? And we did rectify,
Yeah.
but at that point of time, the company's direction was also there's a lot of haters making noise, right? So if the haters make noise, we don't care, right? They're just making noise for the sake of making noise. We address the real concerns, right? So I think there might have been some real concerns coming from the
The community itself.
yeah, like those haters lah, right? They were really giving good feedback, but at that point of time, because the
It was so mixed
relationship
up with
was
everything
so
else.
tense, right?
Yeah.
So to us, it's just hey, this
Noise.
guy is just
It's just noise.
just stirring the pot now, right?
Is there a future where you would want to mend those fences, or
Of course, like you see with you, man the fans, right? With a lot of people actually, I also man the fans, Cheng Wei, all this.
Yeah.
Right. Me and Cheng Wei are actually pretty good friends
Cheng Wei
now.
again.
It's a running joke that every
Every episode, Cheng Wei got at least 3 seconds of fame. Cheng Wei, when you
Shout
want
out
to join
Cheng
the
Wei.
podcast?
You're on this episode as well, Cheng Wei. Right. So I think a lot, but maybe the relationship isn't as good as it used to be.
Yeah.
Right. But at least we're not fighting now, right?
Yeah.
And that's the
I mean,
thing.
we keep it at a professional level versus,
Yeah.
Then
versus more personal.
correct. So now even if like you want to make friends, man the bridge, I'm open. I'm really very open. But at the same time, if you just want to be like on a very surface level, I'm also okay, right?
I
We
understand.
don't have to,
Buddy.
yeah, we don't have to buddy go out, eat
No, I
lunch, that
think
kind.
at some point there must be professional respect
Yes,
to
correct,
everybody, lah.
correct.
Right? I think that's also the goal that we also want to be, right, as a community, right?
Yes.
And I think that's the reason why we also have you on this, right? To make sure that, I mean, we're trying to be fair to everyone. Everyone needs to have their story told. To a certain
Everybody has to
extent.
have their voice heard.
Yeah.
Yep. But I think a lot of people actually we have moved on past this
Yeah,
thing
definitely.
already. Yeah.
This one is way
Yeah,
past.
so now
It's just that we
everything I think
finally
is
get
pretty
you on a
okay.
platform here.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
get to bring it up a bit so that we can
Spill the tea.
not spill the tea lah, wipe the floor clean. The floor got a lot of syrup need to wipe.
I think it's pretty okay now, except for maybe like a few other individuals. But at the same time, there's no like bad blood from me lah. I'm okay.
That's
Yeah.
good to know.
But I would say 2024 has not been a good year for Artemis as well. As in terms of like business decision. Kind. I think because I've taken a step back, right? You all know actually streaming now. So I do a bit more of like decision making, kind running the company. And I think because I have no experience, I really have no experience.
Is
right?
this your first year doing this kind of decisions?
Kind
or?
of.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think along the way, I've not been doing a very good job lah for 2024 to be very honest. So now it's more of picking up the pieces that fallen in 2024 and still trying to, continuously moving forward.
What does 2025 look for you at least? Like what is the plans? Or I mean, it doesn't have to be Artemis, but even from a personal level, like what are you? If you're saying that 2024 is a bit hard, how does 2025?
How are you going to bounce back?
To me, how I envision 2025 to be is a big community. I want to build a big community for sports. It doesn't have to be Artemis. You don't have to be a buyer from Artemis, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
Right? I think what I envision is really a bigger community for the hobby. And part of me when I say this, I feel like there's a lot of negativity going around in the hobby.
Yep.
Like there's a lot of toxic people around. Like from your side, from my side, honest. Like, overall in general, I feel there's a lot of negativity going around. And I hope that 2025 will be be nice. Everybody will be kinder to each other a little bit, right? And maybe can collab more, right? In terms of King Unity, Artemis, all the other streamers also. Yeah, that's what I envision.
Yeah, I think toxicity comes.
It's inevitable.
It's inevitable to a
I also
certain
think so.
extent. Yeah,
really.
Especially when a certain community becomes mature.
Yeah,
the start is always a little bit more
honeymoon period.
Yeah. But then there's a process where eventually, it will, I guess, surface out.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, we cannot run away from toxicity. Like, where sometimes you all got to take everything a pinch of salt also.
Yes.
So for me, like you all say the drama, right?
Oh my God.
Some people, they love the drama. Some people, but I think it's part and parcel of it, right? And I think we try to do our best. But I also agree, though. I think the hobby in itself is still in a phase where it's correcting itself, because in many ways also, like especially with soccer, which is possibly the main one right now, for most of us, the hobby in general is a little bit more on a downturn, in terms of prices. Boxes are getting way too expensive. I find doesn't make sense to kind of buy sports and stuff like that. And also the rate of return is also a little bit it's not as good as before. So that makes it harder. Also, I like I also break, so I also know the harsh realities of what the industry is currently going through. But I think that's the thing, right? That's what we want to do. What we're trying to achieve with Kick Unity also. It's not just about breaking. It's not just about, we can enjoy the hobbies in different ways. Yeah. So it's just not even about, buying a spot, but it could be just a trade that you do with someone, or just buying a single with someone. So, or not even talking about cards, but just talking about
building connections.
Yeah, building connections. So I think in many ways, I think that's the process. I guess, I also share the same vision, I guess in 2025, because 2024 also hasn't been that fantastic for a lot of people. So it's just one of those. Tough years, man. Tough year.
But
tough
I guess,
year
someone told me that before, like when you are connecting the dots, going forward don't make sense. You must look back, then you can connect the dots properly.
Exactly.
So I guess, 2024 maybe not a very good year for the hobby in general.
Yeah.
Right. But I think maybe when you look back, you will say that, if not for 2024.
A year ago, everyone said Bitcoin was shit, but look at Bitcoin.
That's true. But last year's product were really better.
Oh yeah,
as compared to this year.
yeah. So I think it's cyclic, right? Like it goes like there's ups, there's down, there's ups, there's down. So we'll see. I'm very sure that the hobby will have an upturn also. And then and then what I like is also the expansion into other sports also.
Yeah.
And now you're starting seeing like you guys also doing basketball.
We try lah, but honestly, to me, I always believe if you cannot do something properly, then don't do.
Yeah, is that a
So-
big concern for you that sometimes people sell products that they're not really particularly familiar with?
It's not a big concern for me if other people do it because.
But in terms
you
of
can do it,
Artemis
lah. Yeah, in
perspective,
terms of
you
Artemis,
would
yes.
rather have
Yes.
items that you
If we cannot do properly, we don't do. I always
Understand.
say, yeah. So, I think you all know that time we were running the Epirus, the repacks,
Yep.
right? So I think at the start it was okay. Then in the middle got down a bit. Then we addressed those feedback. Then it got okay again.
Yep.
Then after that it went down again.
Yep.
So I told them, if we cannot do properly, then we don't do. Right? We
Yeah.
don't create problem for ourselves. Repacks is extra sensitive. Right? To
Yes.
me, it's super sensitive. Right? I rather don't touch that area if we cannot do properly.
Okay.
Right?
I think repacks, but then again also like repacks is also for me in some ways also the hedge against the wax.
Yep.
Because wax the return is so bad at the moment.
Yeah. Exactly.
So repacks allows some sort of hedge against
Safety
it.
net lah.
A bit of a
Yeah.
safety net. But yeah, like, you're right. It's an art. I always tell people it's not easy. People think it's like we do also our own repacks. I've always said that it's legit an art.
Yeah,
Just
it is.
to build the config,
Yeah.
to make sure there's enough hits,
It is.
make sure it's the right kind of cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not easy. I totally understand. It's not easy.
Yeah, but you know, I don't know. There's a certain level of happiness that you get from wax that you don't get from repacks. For me,
true.
lah.
That's
Yeah,
true.
really.
That's true. I mean, of course. I mean, like legit though. I mean, you've had big pulls. We've had
Yeah.
big pulls. I mean, like the rush that you get
Yeah.
for big pull is unmatched.
Yeah, it's really unmatched.
Yeah, it's unmatched.
But I feel like repacks does give you a higher chance of getting something
Yep.
big lah,
Yep.
bigger.
Yep.
Right. So I always tell people like, if you buy wax, okay lah, don't buy. If you're in this hobby,
Actually, it's not that. Repacks, actually, there's more certainty to get something bigger.
Yes,
But the certainty of getting something huge is very rare. Because it's based upon what the case like.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
so
a
you,
total truth.
so like for example, like he buys a Barcelona focus box and then pulls a Messi one-off one.
yeah.
You can't do that in a
Yeah,
repack.
yes,
A
correct.
$125 box turns into $1,000, 10x.
Yes.
That's impossible. That's
Yes.
you don't get that in most repacks. lah.
most repacks.
repacks is more like they set the boundary lah. You know,
Yeah,
the boxing ring is like that.
But
lah.
like I
you
said,
go
lah,
in.
in when the market is down like this,
Yeah.
repacks is something that makes more sense
Makes
because
more sense.
people
Exactly.
hedge their
Yes.
bets, right?
I think this year, what I was really surprised about is Topps coming up with unlicensed product.
Oh yes.
Oh, I was so shocked when they
Yeah.
released the Euros. I'm
Yeah.
really very shocked. And I
Yeah.
think,
That was bad, man.
I think it took a
It just
pretty
came out another one.
bad drop. Yeah. Yeah. But you guys saw
Euros
the
one,
checklist
yes.
for the Euros hobby?
Again?
The Euro hobby,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
You all saw the checklist?
Yeah.
It's good eh.
It's good, but I
think
still
it's-
cannot tahan.
Yeah,
the,
correct lah. England no license, Germany,
all the big
that.
teams
Yeah.
no.
It's like buying a leaf product, right?
Yeah.
So if it's Portugal or what, okay
Yeah,
but
correct.
if you throw England, I will not buy those spots.
But to
If,
me, it's a scary direction that Topps is heading into. It's
I
really
think
a scary direction.
No, they're doing it because they're trying to milk as much as they can. Like I think,
Like the Wemby one.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
They come up with one whole product. The
Yes,
NBA.
Mercury. Yeah, Mercury.
Yeah.
Yeah, we opened two
Yeah.
cases.
You
Two
guys
boxes.
open one.
Two boxes.
Did you guys open in ASCC?
We didn't open the SEC. So
I
we-
saw Glenn opening the second one.
Yeah, so we
The
opened
first one was
the-
before that, right?
Yeah,
Ah,
a few
okay,
days before.
perfect.
So we opened two Mercuries.
How much is one?
About 12K, I think.
What the? Okay.
Pretty crazy.
Can buy
Yeah.
4K.
Yeah, it's really pretty crazy.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
at the same time, I would say
No,
it's a
but
nice.
yeah, actually,
product.
honestly, we did the calculation. We didn't lose that much.
Yeah.
Oh, because
Yeah.
of the quality of the cards inside.
Yeah, because it's Wemby Autos, right? It's literally
yeah,
a
yeah.
guaranteed Wemby Auto, man.
But
a multiple Wemby Auto.
it's just no
man.
license lah.
Yeah.
I would have really
But
love
to
it
me,
if you got
but it
license.
doesn't matter though because that's his first card.
Yeah,
It's his
kind of.
first auto.
As
So
long
whether
as it's
license or not
first,
license,
yeah.
it's first auto. So that's where Topps went in. For the Wemby, it's fine. To me, them doing the basketball, I didn't understand the Euros one.
Yeah, the Euros.
Because there's
one,
no
a bit.
what rookie
Yeah.
that you're gonna put there that's gonna
Correct. No rookie chase.
there's no real rookie chase
Yamal
for
lor.
that. But Yamal is Spain, right? So
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, so.
They should have just done one
Oh wait,
without
the
the
hobby
license.
has this hobby has Yamal
There is
yeah.
Yamal 1-of-1 match ball. The ball right used in the real
Euro
Euro,
final.
finals. I was checking out the checklist today, and then Spain they have patch of the net that was used in the Euro finals as well.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Wow.
So if you ask me, I think
Nice to
as
chase, but only
much
one
as
team,
as
It's
much as
just
I'm
what the
gonna
Yamaha Sport will fly.
correct,
sia,
I
that
really
one.
try to avoid the product like the pristine all that. I avoid.
yeah.
But this hobby come out, I think I have to go for it.
I was actually I told Glenn not to.
You
I
should
will-
you should
maybe
explore it.
yeah. Because we have Obsidian coming in already.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, so that one we wanna kind of do, but we'll see lah. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Since actually this is a good segue to the next thing I want to ask, and you're famous for this. You know, I think you have been known to pull a lot. Everybody say like Tommy Hen very lucky one. So tell us right in what was your biggest pull so far, and the story
Honestly,
behind it.
It's just the law of large numbers. The more you open, you're gonna get some good
Yeah.
stuff, to be very frank.
Yeah.
But in terms of value wise, I can't really pinpoint one, but I would say one that has a lot of sentimental value is the match ball out of 10, 14. Right. I think value wise it might be up there as
The
well.
Messi.
Yep.
The Messi.
Very messy.
Because
Messi.
we already had one, right? We already
Yes.
put one.
Yeah.
Right? But that one was not
So
captured.
the second one.
Yeah. So when Dean was going for the second one, right, he buying the Messi spot.
Yeah.
Like to him is, I don't think I'm gonna get another Messi out of 10.
Yeah.
What's the chances, right?
Yeah.
But for us is we always try to hit lah. Right?
Yeah.
And then when we pulled the second one, it was so crazy because a lot of Ashy was with me, YJ was with me. We were not expecting the
Another.
Messi out of 10.
Nice.
Right. Another match ball. Right. So when we got it side by side, it looks amazing.
The match ball is out of 5 or out of 10? Because it's
10.
red match ball, right?
Yeah, but only got out of 10.
Oh,
Don't
I
have
see,
out
I
of
see.
5.
All match ball and Rennies are all out of 10.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
to us it was crazy lah.
To pull double.
Yeah. And then the biggest sweat that we have one was the Haaland Messi out of 5.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that one was such a big sweat. I asked both party, how. I mean, if you all want, can I don't know, put on eBay,
Yeah,
then divide by
share.
half, go and grade first or
Sweat
something. No, they sweat lah, both of them sweat lah.
Who and who?
Dean and one of our buyer from Hong Kong,
Who won?
the Hong Kong guy.
Hong Kong guy.
Hong Kong guy.
Oh,
So Dean was Messi, is it?
Yes.
Ayo.
It was
been
a
there. I know
Barcelona
that.
and Man City spot.
I've been there.
Yeah, but
and it
Dean
was also
was
Barcelona Man
so
City.
like ready,
Yeah.
Sweat lah.
Wow.
Sweat lah, must sweat lah, must sweat lah, And when he didn't get it, he didn't be a bitch about it lah,
Yeah.
He
Okay lah,
still congratulated the other guy.
He's a better man than me. I get. but
He's a
was-
better man than me, bro.
I would say, hey, congrats, but you might have fuck
yeah,
you.
exactly.
Fuck.
I don't know. 3
I
days,
was
I- 3
congratulated
days I
my
said,
off the stream.
mine was Iniesta and KDB to 25 match double. So it was me and Ian. So he was the he was Man City. I
you
was
Barcelona,
Barcelona.
then you lost.
Then 3 days, I never talked to Joel. Then Joel say, what's wrong? I was don't know. You swear.
Cannot sleep,
You swear. Because that was my first dual auto.
Dual auto,
Your
yeah.
first sweat.
My first dual auto. So it was weird because at that point in time, like I really like talk big, like it's a dual auto, right?
Yeah.
I mean now you come after a while, it's like okay.
Kind of.
Yeah.
So those were the ones. Then the one of ones that I pulled, I will never forget. That time when I was streaming for quite a while, 2-3 months, no one of one. Right. That time Glenn was doing his own stream that
Yep.
time, the SG.
Yes,
yeah,
as he
you know.
was, yeah.
Yeah, so he put a one of one. Right. So I was quite upset. Like I started longer, I
Okay.
opened more. But where's my one of one? Where's my one of one? So I was quite upset lah.
Yeah.
But then after that, I think God heard my
Yeah.
complaints. We went on a streak. We pulled one of one for 9 days straight. So that was
was the
blow my
Ribery that I
mind.
owned eventually? Was
Yeah,
it
one of it also. Yeah,
Kingsley's one. Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
Nice.
That time, I was opening the Ribery, that one of one. I didn't even know it's one of one. Because we were so new, right? At that point of time, it was only less than 6 months in.
Yeah.
Right. Then we opened the Chronicles.
Yes.
So I thought the hit was always the
So
last few.
Chronicles
card
so hard to hit 101.
lah.
That
So I
is
didn't know
really-
also. Then after that, I was going through the hits. Then I remember I took the Ribery. I said, not a player. That time he was still playing, but at a very
Fiorentina.
Then I said, not Barcelona player
Sassuolo.
anymore.
Not even Fiorentina. It was at
A
Sassuolo.
very
was it?
smaller
Yeah,
club.
smaller club.
So
Yeah.
I thought like, a nice player. Then I turned around.
I wanted
I
to
was so
rainbow
lost.
that card. Then I cannot find that one I gave up.
Yeah.
It's very hard to rainbow that card.
Yeah, so that was a pretty nice feeling as well to pull so many one of one
nice.
in 9 days
Nice,
continuously. So it was a nice feeling lah.
Cool.
Yeah.
You got how many one on one already?
Quite a bit lah. But
I
pool
only got
or-
2.
Yeah. No,
Pool only 2 lah.
I got a lot of 101s. The thing is, what I've never pulled and I still am waiting is a super factor.
Oh, it's hard.
Yep.
It's so hard.
So legit, bro.
So
I've
hard.
I've put that
All the numbers.
So I
got
put
it.
the last big one of one was the Mbappe select.
Yeah.
That was huge. Then I put.
Bro, that
your
was
one of-
huge, bro. The one of
Yeah.
you know, when I was streaming, somebody tell me Mbappe 1-of-1 put in Singapore.
Yeah.
I was like, what do you mean?
No lah, but now the biggest one of one pool is actually Kai.
Oh, the Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah, the super
It's
factor.
auto,
Yeah.
super factor.
Yeah.
That is one of the big. That is
Well, that one of the product hit,
lah.
yeah, definitely.
Same actually the select NBA, but no select Mbappe is not really. I would say product because got Yamal everything.
Yeah.
That's more of a product.
Yeah,
hit,
but the Cristiano Ronaldo was crazy,
some more with that image,
Yeah.
right? It's,
That one was, I remember I was overseas.
yeah.
Then my phone was getting flooded.
yeah,
as
I
well.
was.
like,
I
what's
saw it
happening?
live.
Then I saw the Cristiano Ronaldo 1-of-1 super
It was the
factor.
first pack, no? It
Yeah.
was the first box.
No, then I was so lost, because the background I recognized.
Yeah.
Then I think, put in Singapore.
Yeah.
Wow,
Guy.
that's mad, bro.
So-
Then I tried to go to the live,
Yeah.
but I was in China. I cannot
Yeah.
access TikTok. I tried to go in. I want to join the hype, but I couldn't.
I remember
go
I
into
watched
TikTok.
then he said, super factor again.
Yeah.
Then he slowly pull. Then what? But he didn't sweat it that much. I think, but then he just pulled it. Then he also stunned.
Yeah, confirm
First
stun.
time I hear Kai scream.
Yeah.
He scream. Because he never scream.
Yeah.
He's
Kai
quite
very chill.
chill.
Kai very chill.
Kai is like, oh,
Yeah.
wow, 2-5.
Yeah, very chill, very chill.
Then in my heart, the card big, yeah, what you?
I met him in KL, the Super Fractal Car Show.
Yeah.
So he went to AMCC. Then I remember that time when I reached, right, I saw a Singapore car park there. Then I
Yeah.
was thinking, whoa, which crazy guy from Singapore come over here to, I don't know, eat at the mamak or something. Hey, why got Singapore car here? Then after I went up, then I saw Kai. I was like, hey, oh, you are the one who drove here. Okay. Then we had a chat. Oh, super chill guy.
Super chill.
Very
guy.
friendly
Super
guy.
chill.
Super chill. guy.
Super
Shout out to
Yeah.
Kai. That's the biggest, I find. But really, a lot of big cards opened this year in Singapore.
The
Like,
Kabuma Hotel Messi.
yeah, that is also huge.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Then the Mbappe, like a lot. There's like a lot of between all the
But
breakers.
Super Fractal is really hard to pull.
That's the one thing I haven't
That's
put.
the one thing
I
I
haven't
put 3.
You
But
put
the
3.
first two, right? The first one was the Neymar,
Yes.
right? Then
Neymar was your after.
was
That
my
was
first
after
one.
1 year plus, right?
Yeah,
You get-
yeah.
Then only you got your.
Yeah, but
first
the second
first
one
two.
came like within it's the same week. The second Super Fractal came. So I was thinking, hey, I'm on a streak.
Yeah.
Then after that, no more already. The latest one is this year. I remember, I think at the start, we put a Zidane Super Fractal Auto
Oh yeah, that's nice.
for Dean
Yeah.
from Finest.
Oh,
Right,
nice.
so that one was pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
Finance,
about it.
lah. Finance is the product.
No lah. Okay only depends.
My
lah.
luck with finance better.
Yeah. I feel the product. No, this year a lot. This year product all so.
I love Chrome last year.
Chrome this year also not so bad lah. But Chrome last year is still the best.
Yeah,
I also agree.
I love
yeah.
Chrome so much last year.
UCC
Really.
like-
Yeah lah,
UCC Chrome,
there.
UCC
I like-
Light.
Because last
Love
year
it, man.
a lot of good rookies.
Yeah.
I sure like the
Yeah,
product.
so
For me,
fun.
pull a Mbappe to 10.
It's just that Yamal, this year is just Yamal lah. Is Yamal or nothing. I
Not
find.
much Messi,
Yeah.
not much Ronaldo.
Yeah, Yamal or nothing.
Yeah, man.
The ASCC one.
Yeah, Yamal or nothing.
But the Messi auto is so hard to pull from tops.
oh yeah,
so
definitely.
hard.
Yeah.
The heck
Yeah,
is
very
so
hard.
difficult
They
to
purposely
pull.
make it
Yeah.
hard. Yeah.
Like I won't say Panini is easy, but
It's easier.
I really pull 3.
because of the Copa boxes.
Yeah,
The
and
Copa
then
boxes.
Obsidian
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
Messi
Oh yeah.
auto.
So, yeah.
But then tops like
Yeah.
where? I don't even know where.
But the tops Messi's look beautiful though.
Yeah.
Like legit them. Yeah, man. The
Photo that they
stadium
used.
one, the one with the photo of him, the
Yeah.
younger self, right? And then the
Oh.
Correct.
That one.
that one crazy.
Wow.
The Stadium Club Chrome this year for Ronaldo, they used last year's
Yeah lah,
Sapphire,
so Sapphire
yeah,
image. Yeah.
which is also nice.
Nice,
the one he
nice.
sit there, very nice.
Like,
Yeah. Very nice.
That one like Salah. But okay.
Can you not talk about Liverpool for one?
Okay.
Just
Talk
because
about Arsenal. Talk about Arsenal.
So
How? Losing streak. Next season, FC.
Next, I already looking forward to next season. Seriously.
I forget to bring
I'm
my
done, bro.
bottle. Want to
done.
give you.
Oi.
Bottlers what?
Whoa.
They bottle the league don't know how many times already.
So I won't say I'm okay, but to be honest, on a certain level, I'm really okay because that's
I
what
thought you guys
Arsenal
would be
has
more
trained me to do
competitive this year.
over the years. They
Honest.
have trained me to be.
Oh, they have
okay.
trained you.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I'm okay.
Okay lah,
Lose,
but you guys
okay.
still better than Spurs lah. At least
Yeah,
you can.
yeah.
you
Yeah,
can-
but the
Spurs,
thing
Spurs
is,
bottle even worse.
I don't know. I see other squad, right? I feel like wow, it's a strong squad. It's a strong squad.
Yours,
But when I
yeah.
see Arsenal squad, right? To be honest, I don't think it's like I look down on my own team or what. But I feel that the squad is not fantastic.
Actually, not really. I think Arsenal quite
I
balanced.
thought Arsenal would be challengers this year, like pure challengers
Yeah, because
versus
your defense is very strong. Saliba,
Yeah, defense is strong.
Saliba
The defense is very strong,
you
yes.
know.
Gabriel.
And then you have Odegaard, you have Martinelli. I think maybe where your weakness lies is, but no, you got Declan Rice also. Probably one of the best CDMs.
I think we cannot finish, to be honest.
Yeah,
we
you
really
don't
cannot
have
finish.
Really got no striker.
Yeah,
No number
striker,
9, no
yeah.
20
number-
goal
yeah,
player.
yeah.
Mentality also maybe a bit weak. The
Yeah.
Man City game, we just decided to park the
Yeah.
bus in the second half.
Yeah,
That one,
yeah.
I was quite upset. Really very upset.
We'll see. I still feel it, but I mean, Man City also now on four loss streak.
Now's the time.
Now's
Now's
Yeah.
the time.
First ever Pep.
No, whenever they go like that, don't lose, don't draw. Just keep winning your games. Because later
You
they
must
will
make
collect.
use of the chances.
Yeah.
Really.
That's true.
The moment the fellow start winning, he will go 12 game unbeaten.
Yeah,
no?
that's true. Agree.
But Liverpool, not going to make it this year.
Oh!
Serious.
You'll see.
Honestly.
But I have no expectation from him.
it seems that every cup no access, so nobody's going to be a
No,
Newcastle
no.
winner.
I
Newcastle winner.
I would expect to win a
I
League
expect
Cup
Newcastle
or
to-
FA Cup.
Yeah.
Maybe Champions League top 4.
No, you all shouldn't win. You know why? Once you win, Salah's leaving. Serious.
Salah
I think he
is-
will leave.
Salah leave already, confirm.
I think he's gone.
He's going to Saudi.
So
already.
no, don't win anything. Then he will stay.
He's asking for
No
400k
lah,
a month. Yeah,
he will leave even though.
You saw his caption on Instagram?
yeah, I saw.
Yeah, the no matter what happened,
Then,
that line.
I will never forget how it's
Yeah.
like to score at Anfield.
Yeah,
Then my
actually
tear
it's quite
drop.
triggered.
Like, fuck my life.
Actually, also quite triggered. What do you mean? No matter what happened?
Yeah, sia.
He's gonna go lah.
Yeah, I also think
That's
so.
why he's playing,
It's
but
about
at least
time
he's
lah.
playing out of his mind though. He's
Yeah.
not like slacking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's
like,
about time also. He really gave a lot to Liverpool.
first player like.
I mean, if he signs a new deal now, 3 years, he's
Yeah.
36 by the time he finish.
Exactly.
Cannot lah.
Let him play in Saudi. Let him chill.
Let him earn a bit
Take
of
the money lah, 150
Take the money,
million.
yeah.
Take the money. Zero tax.
Yeah.
Wait, why not? It's a good deal. Serious.
Then go and buy Anthony.
Would you all like
Would you take
maybe-
Anthony in the first place?
No. Definitely not. But say like a 25-year-old player go to Saudi. You guys think? What are your thoughts? Like,
you know, funny right? In Macau, right? They were showing a lot of Saudi Pro League matches.
Yeah, correct.
I watched a few, no.
Yeah.
Actually, the quality. I watched the Al Ittihad, Fabinho and Kante.
Mm.
Then I watched. I think I watched the other. What's the other team? The one with Neymar.
Oh,
Wow.
That is That is the top.
the
team,
Al
ah.
Hilal lah.
Al
is it?
Hilal, yeah, Malcolm and all.
Yeah.
I tell you what, the quality of football is legit not bad, no.
Yeah.
You can see that because their teams are filled up, no. Like legit, it's not like just one or two players. You're talking about full teams, where from the goalkeeper all the way up to the strikers, there's actually quality.
Yes.
So, I mean, as a young player, I don't look at it as much as a retirement league.
Yep.
Because okay, a retirement league is one of the MLS. Wow, MLS is really horrible. I watch a lot of MLS.
It's horrible.
MLS is horrible. That's why Messi and Suarez can play like as if they're still in Barcelona. Like that.
Yes.
Because the quality is really
The
not there.
standard is
But I
quite
think Saudi team looks pretty solid. So I feel that it really depends on how much the Saudis are gonna keep investing. At one point of time, the China League was like this.
Yeah,
The
yep.
CSL,
Oscars
right?
and stuff.
Right. They really had solid teams across board. But then after a while, the money ran out.
Yeah, it fell off.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they can keep this going on for at least 5 to 10 years, right? I foresee the Saudi league to be
Prominent.
a big league. I mean, like a league where it can actually really hold its weight.
But it's gonna lack viewers in terms of, they always say Europe, UCL.
I mean,
kind.
viewership, yes lah. That will always not be an
Because
issue.
they're not competing in
But
Champions League.
you see, the issue that the thing is that they don't care about views.
Yeah.
Because they're all
They
self-sufficient.
just wanna have fun. They wanna have fun.
Yeah, they
that kind,
just so they will win every Asian Cup lah.
Yeah.
Correctly, right?
But do you think like people like Mane, maybe Firmino, yes, Mane, Kante left too early because of money?
Yes.
I think the greater good is
Yeah.
because if they go there, they get more money, they can help their country more because that's the people they are. Right?
Yeah.
But footballing sense, I believe that they left maybe 3 years too early.
I mean, when you think
They
about
shouldn't retire there also, right?
I mean, a great example is actually CR7, right? CR7 doesn't need the money also, but he's
Yeah,
still.
but he just go there lah.
Just go there. So I don't think it's purely just money also, right? I think it's also like maybe the fact that they feel that they're building a new league.
Yeah,
you know?
it could be.
It could be, right? So that's why you get like some even
Endo
younger.
tried it for 6 months and cannot take it already.
Some people can't. I'm not surprised any Englishman.
The lifestyle maybe is very different.
But then you
also.
see people like Kante, they feel at home.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah,
the
of
Futsal
course.
Diaby also feel. Well, firstly, they're Muslims.
Yeah.
Right? This is that one. And then CR7 also like perfectly fine because he don't drink, he don't he don't do all those kind of things, right?
Correct.
Whereas you get people who are like
Neymar. Cannot.
Cannot what?
I cannot.
Stay get injured.
Keep injured, yeah,
Purposely
injured,
go play Call of Duty
yeah,
in Brazil.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Bloody bastard. 1 year never play.
Play very well, no?
Play 2 games, then suddenly, wow.
But the 2 games he played them solid, no. Legit, he really like next level one. But yeah lah,
But I don't judge lah, to be honest, because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's a career. You
Yeah,
know,
exactly,
you gotta
yeah.
make the
You
bag.
gotta feed
you
the
have to,
family.
lah.
what?
Yeah, you have to.
Because
Yeah.
after 35, what can you do?
yeah.
Yeah.
So for me, I think the short answer is that I think from a footballing thing, yes, you know, it could be a step back. But I feel like sometimes you take a few steps back to go 3 steps ahead. Saudi
yeah.
League could be like that.
It
You
could
know,
be.
It could be like that. So I guess we'll see. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not so against it, in all honesty. I just hope that the Saudis keep pumping their money. Yeah, to kind of
That's the one thing that will never run out.
Yeah.
Their
No,
money.
you can run out if they get bored of it though.
Yeah, once they get bored. Yeah, once they get bored.
They get bored. Sekali they say,
Like, Habibi, this is too tiring. Let's buy some
I'll
English
play
clubs.
basketball lah. Then they bring Giannis to that one.
Oh yeah, now they're talking to Giannis' brother.
Giannis brother.
Yeah.
They want to give Thanasis
Correct.
$1 million or some shit.
What?
1 billion.
Yeah.
1 billion.
It's money that he will never earn in
Yeah,
his
all,
lifetime.
yeah.
Really.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's the
Never earn one.
opportunity, lor.
Yeah.
But versus playing at the top of the league.
He will
against the
never
best
be at the
players.
top.
Yeah,
Giannis brother is
exactly.
crap, man.
He will never
He's
be
a
top 10
horrible
in the
player,
league.
yeah.
Okay, lah. If I was him, I take the money
Yeah,
and run.
exactly. Yeah. That's what a lot of players are doing. But yeah.
I think no wrong now.
Yeah, no wrong.
No wrong.
Okay. Thank you so much. I think we should.
We
hit
can wrap it up, really.
Yeah,
I think we've had a good long talk session.
Yeah.
We covered most of our points that we wanted to. Thank you, Tommy, for
Thank
greeting
you so
us.
much for having me.
Yeah.
Should we film like some random comments, very controversial one? Can clickbait people.
Okay, Ken, what you want to say?
No, I have never said that.
No, say Arsenal. No, say. You just say Arsenal will win the league. That's very controversial.
Do you honestly believe Arsenal are still in the title race?
No. No, serious.
That's not controversial.
Nah, I hope they prove me wrong though. I hope they prove me wrong. But yeah.
Do you think Arteta is the man?
Nope. I really don't think Arteta's the man as well. But he has done great things over the last few years.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 COVID cups and...
2 COVID cups.
Yep.
Kacau you, this guy. Yeah,
So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Thank you so much for
Thank
having me.
everybody.
I had a
Thank
good
you,
time.
Tommy. Thank
I had
you,
a good
Yas.
time.
And
Bye-bye.
that's
Bye.
about it. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching this week's episode.
Like, share, and subscribe.
And we will roll that outro.
Whatever you like.